Howdy duties, I'm Hilah, and today on Hilah Cooking, I'm going to show y'all a Texas classic, a slow-cooked beef brisket. Last week we went to Lou Miller Barbecue and saw how you do it in a real pit smoker. Today I'm going to show you how to do it in your oven. It's not going to be quite the same, but it's going to be super delicious, really tender, just a great fall meal, like it warms up your house all day, and then you come home and you just have this luscious, decadent meat. I have here before me about a 8-pound whole brisket that I have trimmed out like we showed you how to do, or like Wayne showed me how to do, and then we made a video about it. So check out that video if you need to see how to do that. Also, this is a big chunk of meat, obviously. You can buy what's called split brisket, and that's either going to be split lengthwise or split down the middle so that you get the point or the flat end, which is the leaner end, and then the point is the fattier, more juicy kind of end. I prefer to get one that's split lengthwise so I get a little bit of both, the moist and the lean. All right, so the first thing, after you trim it, we're gonna put together a little spice mix. And like most barbecue places that actually are using a smoker, they just use salt and pepper because they have a lot of flavor from the smoke there. We're gonna add some more spices just to up the ante a little bit since we're not gonna have that smokiness. Okay, I've got salt and pepper here, I've got some onion powder. I'm gonna use some smoked paprika, which is not gonna fool anybody. Nobody's gonna think that you actually smoked this, but it adds just a really nice depth of flavor. And then some dry mustard, and I'm gonna add a little bit of cayenne pepper, so, I like a spicy. And we'll just mix all these together. Sprinkle this over and press it in there and then flip it. Okay, so we're done with the hard part. I've got a pan here, a baking pan, and I've put a rack in the bottom because a lot of fat's gonna render off this meat. It is a pretty fatty cut even if you trim it. This is gonna keep that meat from just like sitting in the fat because we don't, unlike the carnitas, we don't really want this to fry in fat. We really just want it to bake or roast. Just plop this guy in there with the fat side up, and it's just this fat's gonna melt as it cooks, and it's gonna just sort of self-baste. And then we just need to cover it with some foil. God dog it. BRB, gotta wash up. Okay, just cover it in foil, real tight. If you have a roasting pan with a tight lid, you could use that too. Okay, oh God, it's heavy. So we're just gonna put this in the oven, 250 degrees for about 7 hours. So don't do anything to it, just leave it alone for 7 hours and then we'll check it. All right. Okay, dudes, so remember when I said 7 hours? Well, funny story, it was actually more like 14 hours, so I was literally 100% totally wrong. This is honestly the biggest brisket I've ever cooked. 3 or 4 pound ones will only take like maybe 7 hours, but this one took a really long time. Once it was done, I took the foil off and let it cook for another hour, uncovered in the oven just to get it like real nice and crusty on the outside, and then I've let it rest here for maybe 45 minutes, so I'm gonna peel it off and show you the thing. Ta-da! So this is what you're looking for when you're testing it, you're poking it and stuff to see if it's done. So you want it to be like, see how soft that is? Like I'm barely touching it. I'm just like giving it a little bit of pressure, and then you can see it. I mean, it's kind of like when you pick it up like that. See how that jiggles? That's sexy. That's a sexy jiggle. So that means it's done. It's nice and tender. Everything feels really soft. And I'm gonna go ahead and slice it up for you now. So, I don't think we talked about grain, but brisket has a grain, and it kind of goes like this way or sort of diagonal. Anyway, you want to just cut against that, like as close to 90 degrees against the grain as you can, just to make sure it's extra tender and easy to bite into. So let's just see how I did. Yeah, dude, that's like totally juicy. Low and slow, like 14 hours, for example, then you get all this, the collagen and everything starts to break down, and everything's just like really tender. The salt has plenty of time to penetrate. So I'm gonna take a little bite. And also, like in Texas, you'll get barbecue sauce at restaurants, but Texas barbecue is really not known for being served with barbecue sauce. But like pickled jalapenos and onion slices are really all you really need, I think. So that just came off real easy. That seems like this is going to be a pretty tender little morsel for my mouth. And it is. I was right. Okay, man, that's good. It doesn't have the smokiness that you would get in a traditional pit smoked barbecue joint, but it's got the tenderness, it's got the great mouth feel, like it's just wonderful. So there's how to do that. You know, obviously the cooking time is going to vary a lot depending on the size of your brisket, but all this information is available on my website at hilahtcooking.com. You can get printable recipes, and I'll give you some more tips over there for just timing out brisket according to size. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you try this. If you have any questions about anything, just leave them in the comments and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And thanks so much. Have a great day. Please like, subscribe, favorite, all that stuff. Bye-bye.